Welcome to a yoga flow practice focused on the throat chakra or Vishuddha chakra. So this is of course located at the throat and it's linked with communication, expression, how we show up and express ourselves and communicate in the world. So starting seated today, and you're going to need maybe a block or a couple of cushions or a rolled up towel in your practice for the end today. So grabbing that now if you don't have it with you already. And then once you're settled in your seat with a nice long spine, allow the shoulders to soften down the back. Chin is ever so slightly tucked, so back of the neck and head is long, and close down the eyes. And just allow yourself to begin to arrive into the space, into your body, and landing here on your mat. Can you bring your awareness, your focus, your attention from wherever it's been outside of yourself all the way back in? And bring that awareness to the throat. Maybe you swallow a couple of times. Noticing how the throat, the neck, and the shoulders feel. Maybe you can feel the cool air in the back of the throat as you inhale through the nose. Cool air swirling at the back of the throat. See if you can soften all the muscles in the neck. And from here, dropping the left ear over to the left shoulder so that you begin to feel a stretch in the right side of the neck. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you stick the chin out a little, or tuck the chin in and notice how that changes the stretch. Feeling that center point that feels good for you and your neck. And maybe if this is enough, stay here, or maybe you bring that left hand to the outside of the head, not pulling, just allowing the weight of the arm and the hand to draw that left ear towards the left shoulder. That beautiful stretch, maybe all the way from the right shoulder, up the neck to the jaw. You could stay here, or maybe you begin to lengthen the right arm out to the side. Press the palm away from you, so fingertips are drawing back, nice and long through the arm. You might feel this nervy stretch from the fingertips up the inside of the arm and to the neck. It'll begin to roll the fingertips back behind you and all the way down towards the ground. The palm is still pressing away from you and you're still drawing the fingertips back. Just rotated the arm in the socket. Good, roll the fingertips all the way back up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the palm as you draw the arm down towards the side of the body. As if you could press the ground away from you here. Keep those fingertips drawing back. And then release the hand, give the wrist a little wiggle. Let go of the head, maybe use that left hand to bring the head back up to center. And just take a moment to pause, noticing the sensations in the right side of the neck and shoulder. Noticing how one side feels compared to the other. And then give the head a gentle little look from side to side. Maybe a few half circles, tucking the chin in towards the chest if that feels good for you. You could take full circles if there's no issues with the neck, being really gentle if you drop the head all the way back. Now after you've had a few one way, make sure you switch direction and take the head rolling the other way. When you're ready, bring the head back to center and we'll switch to the other side, right ear towards that right shoulder. And just soften here, relax the jaw, so maybe the lips and the teeth part slightly. Mouth could could be open. And stick the chin out a little, and then tuck it in. And then finding that center point somewhere in between that feels comfortable. Maybe bringing that right hand to the outside of the head, light pressure here, not forcing anything. Just getting that beautiful stretch. Then begin to lengthen the left arm out to the side, draw the fingertips back, press the palm away from you to feel that nervy stretch from the fingertips at the inside of the arm. Good, releasing the fingertips or rolling the fingertips back behind you and then all the way down towards the ground. Keep pressing the palm away. Elbow is long here. Notice how the stretch changes the more you engage that hand and draw the fingers back. And then roll the fingertips back up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the palm as you draw the arm down towards the side of the body. Press the ground away from you. And then release the hand, give the wrist a little wiggle. One way and the other. Releasing the hand, bring the head back up to center and take a moment to pause. Maybe taking a nice sigh, clearing breath. Good, and then bring the fingertips up to the jaw, under the earlobes, rubbing the sides of the jaw here, that nice fleshy part. If you can open the mouth a little, wiggle the jaw from side to side and just releasing any held tension there, any holding in of your words or things that you need to say, any clenching of that jaw. And then bringing the hands to the neck and massaging up and down the back of the neck. So fingertips are either side of the spine. And give that a gentle rub. Maybe the fingers come all the way up to the base of the skull and you draw them out. So all the way up the back of the neck with the fingertips. And so reach the base of the skull, that hard part, rolling or pressing the fingertips out to the side to massage the back of the skull. The occiput, nice tender area there. Good, rubbing down the sides of the neck. And just generally giving yourself a little bit of massage, a little bit of energy and heat to the neck. And the hands across the chest, so crossing the arms, and give the shoulders a nice massage. It's squeezing one shoulder and the other. And just feeling any tension beginning to drain away from this area around the throat chakra. Good, everyone. From here, if you're set up onto a prop, coming off of your prop, bring the knees closer towards each other. They're still crossed. Maybe the shins are lining up with each other. You could stack one leg on top of the other if there's space in your body. Reaching the arms further forwards and fold. Take 3 long, deep breaths here. Good, and then coming all the way back up, switch the legs so you're crossing with the other leg in front. Clasp the hands behind the back. Press the palms of the hands together to open through the chest. Gaze could come up. Shoulders are softening down the back. Releasing those arms to fold again all the way forwards with that other leg in front. 3 long deep breaths. Nice and smooth with your inhale and exhale. See if you can breathe deeply and evenly without straining. When you're ready, coming all the way back up, clasp the hands again behind the back, opposite thumb and first finger on top, so switch the grip. Press the palms if there's space, draw the arms away from you, throat opening up towards the sky. Face is soft. Good, and release back to center. Coming out onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Press into the hands, tuck the toes under, lift the knees to hover them an inch or two off the ground, and press the hips back, downward facing dog. And maybe you pedal through the heels. Maybe you give the spine a little twist from side to side, gazing under one armpit and the other. And then when you're ready to find stillness, press into the hands, roll the shoulders away from the ears, hollowing out the armpits. Maybe there's a little bend in the knees, tilting the sitting bones up towards the sky. Press into that left foot, right leg reaches long behind you, three-legged dog. Take a moment to lengthen. Can you lift the leg a little higher, turn the hip out and bend the knee, yawning that right hip open. And take a deep inhale. Exhale, tiger curl the knee in towards the chest. Weight comes forwards into the hands and step the foot in between the hands, heel to toe if there's space. Anjali-asana, back knee comes down and tuck the toe to come all the way up. Eagle arms here. Bring that right arm on top of the left. Palms of the hands come towards each other if there's space, or maybe the backs of the hands come together. If this is unavailable for your body, you could be holding the shoulders or somewhere in between. Press into the heel of the front foot, draw the elbows out towards the ceiling. Allow the shoulders to slide away from the ears. And then release the arms, circle the arms around, frame the front foot, tuck the back toe under, lift the knee, stay low in the hips as you step back to your plank position, top of your chaturanga. Knees can come down if you need more support, slowly lowering all the way down onto your belly. Bring the hands a little further forwards and wider, come up onto the fingertips. As you inhale, open through the chest. Press the tops of the feet down. You draw that right shoulder back, left shoulder comes forwards as you twist and gaze over the right shoulder, back behind you. Inhale back to center. And exhale to twist to the other side, gazing over that left shoulder, right shoulder rolling forwards. Good, coming all the way back to center and release back to child's pose, big toes together, knees nice and wide. And just take a moment to pause here and bring your focus back to your breath. Nice long and even breath. If you can, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Allow your breath to draw you into a meditative state, so your practice becomes a moving meditation. When you're ready, come back into your downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips. Left leg reaches long behind you, three-legged dog. Keep the shoulders square as you lift the leg a little higher, turn the hip out and bend the knee. Tiger curl the knee in towards the chest. As you step the foot heel to toe if there's space, notice how you have to press the ground away from you. Anjali-asana, back knee comes down, untuck the toe to come all the way up. Pressing the ground away, everything hugging in towards that center line. Eagle arms, left arm on top of the right, palms or backs of the hands towards each other. And you press the forearms forwards here. Elbows up, shoulders down. Press into the heel of the front foot, grow a little taller. Draw those elbows up towards the sky. And then circle the arms, frame the front foot. See if you can get rid of the scraping sound of the front foot as you step back to your plank position. Knees down for more support, slowly lowering all the way down. Keep the body in one piece. Untuck the toes, come up onto the fingertips as you inhale, open through the chest. We'll switch to the other side first. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forwards. Twist and gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to twist to the other side. Good. Inhale back to center, releasing all the way back to your downward facing dog. So working a little bit more on the upper body today, the shoulders and of course the neck, the throat in particular. Begin to walk the feet to the hands step by step. And when you reach the top, inhale, lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. There could be a bend in the knees here. Hands could be resting on the shins or the quads. And folding all the way forwards. Bend the knees, slowly roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin is a little tuck, so head is the last thing to come up. And when you reach the top, inhale to reach the arms, palms together. Bringing your hands down your center line, hands come to your heart. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms. So weight a little back in your heels, like you're sitting into a chair. Can you roll the baby fingers towards each other? Maybe the arms come a little wider apart so you can broaden through the collarbones. Tailbone is drawing away from you. Take an inhale here. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Step that left foot back. Warrior one to come up. Turn the back foot out. Reach through the arms to come all the way up. So those feet, remember, are on train tracks, so you've got space to square the hips off towards the front. Nothing has to be perfect. Reaching the arms long. Keep the lower abdomen zipped in, sides of the waist are lengthening. Circle the arms behind you, clasp the hands behind the back. Humble warrior, press the palms of the hands together, open through the heart. Keep that right hip drawing back as you fold to the inside of the front leg. So make sure that right hip and glutes drawing back behind you, not swinging out to the side. See if you can stay lifted, not resting onto that front thigh, particularly if you're mobile. And then warrior two to come all the way up. Release the arms. Maybe you heel toe that right foot a little further forward. You've now got a long line from that front heel to inner arch or to the back heel of the foot. Gaze at the middle finger of the front hand. Take an inhale as you lengthen the front leg. Reach the arms up towards the sky, palms together. Exhale, warrior two. Moving with your breath. Inhale to reach. Lengthen the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Keep it going 3 more times. Pausing in your warrior two. Keep that left shoulder drawing back behind the right. From here, goddess pose. Lengthen the front leg. Heel toe that back foot and maybe front foot a little further in. Toes out, heels in, squatting down deeply. Bend the elbows. Get the tops of the arms parallel with the ground. Spread the fingertips here. Pelvis is nice and low. Now working on opening up the throat and connecting with our expression, expressing ourselves clearly and easily. We're going to take 3 lion's breaths where you open the mouth, stick out the tongue and roll the eyes back at the same time. So take a deep inhale. As you exhale, lion's breath. Good. Your tip of the tongue touches the chin. Take 2 more. Nobody's watching. 1 more, clearing it all out. Nice job. Lengthen the legs, turn the toes in, folding all the way forwards. Good. So this time clasp the hands behind the back, either finger on top. Press the palms of the hands together. You could be drawing the knuckles up towards the sky, or maybe the knuckles are reaching out in front of you. And you're likely to feel an opening or a sensation in between the shoulder blades here. The opening is in the chest a little. Good. Notice if the hands are touching the ground, how you might be rounding in the back. So you might want to draw those hands and knuckles away from you to keep the chest open. Good. Releasing the arms, inhale to lengthen the spine forwards. Turn to the front of the mat, frame that front foot, step back, top of your chaturanga. Exhale to lower half or all the way down onto your belly. Inhale forwards, upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. 3 long, even breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands. Step or little jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, reach the arms, palms together. Hands come down your center line. Stay where you are. We're on to the other side. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Right foot steps back behind you. Warrior 1 to come up. Turn that back foot out. Keep pressing into the outside edge of the back foot, the baby toe side. That front knee is tracking over the toes. Humble warrior, clasp the hands behind the back. Opposite thumb and first finger on top, the way that feels a little odd. Press the palms together, open through the chest. Folding to the inside of the leg. Keep pressing into the feet. Keep a little lifted here. Head can be heavy, or you could be gazing slightly further forwards. Nice. Warrior 2 to come all the way up. Adjust that front foot as you need to. Reaching through the arms. Can you move with your breath? Inhale, lengthen the front leg. Reach the arms above the head, palms together. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, there's pressure under the hands as if you've got honey. Your hands are moving through honey or molasses. 3 more with your breath. Creating a little bit of tension or activation in the body as you move. Good. Pausing here. Open through the chest. Spreading the arms. Goddess pose. Lengthen the front leg. Adjust your feet as you need to. Drop the hips down. Get the top of the arms parallel with the ground. Spread the hands here. So a sense of expansion to expand into our expression. We'll take again 3 lion's breaths. Your intention is to release any stuck or stagnant energy at the throat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. 2 more. You can make a sound if you need to. Last one. Good. Lengthen the legs, turn the toes in, folding all the way forwards. You could be clasping your hands behind your back as you did before, or maybe this time you clasp the fingers. See if you can reach for the back of the neck or the head if there's not space. You're aiming to cradle the back of the neck and you're not pulling, you're just allowing the weight of the head to draw away from the spine. See if you can soften here. Relax the jaw. And then release the arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Gaze comes forwards. Turn to frame that front foot. Step back to take your vinyasa through or skip it out. So exhale to lower half or all the way down onto your belly for more support. Inhale forwards, a cobra or upward facing dog. Knees and quads are lifted off the ground here. Just the tops of the feet are pressing down. And you draw the belly in as you press all the way back, downward facing dog. Good. Bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands. Step or lightly jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, reach the arms, palms together. Drawing your hands down your center line. Beautiful, everyone. Stay facing the top of the mat or the video, the screen, and we'll come into our eagle pose, our eagle balance. So bend to the knees, reach the arms, come into your chair pose. Knees are tracking over the toes, whether the legs are together or the feet are a little apart here. Keep the collarbones broad, arms might need to come a little wider. Press into the left foot first, hover that right foot a couple of inches off the ground, and then wrapping that right leg over the top of the left. Toes can come onto the ground for more support, or maybe there's space for the foot to wrap around the lower leg. Sit back into your chair. Bring the right arm on top of the left this time. Elbows up, shoulders down, press the forearms forwards. And you're gazing past your forearms. Can you draw your knees forwards so they're not swinging out to the side as best as you can? Allowing a sense of freedom and space in the body as you unravel and come all the way back to center. Take a moment to pause, give everything a little shake if you need to. And we'll switch to the other side, chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms. So quads, glutes are a little engaged, inner thighs are engaging. Press into that right foot, left foot hovers, wrapping that left foot over the top of the right. Toes can come onto the ground, or maybe you can hook the foot around the lower leg. Left arm on top of the right, or backs of the hands could come together if the palms don't reach. Press the forearms forwards. You feel that stretch across the shoulders. Stay breathing. Good, allowing a sense of expansion and freedom as you unravel and releasing the leg. Stepping to the top of your mat, inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Either step back to your downward facing dog, or maybe you take an extra vinyasa through. We will meet in our downward facing dog. Good, knees could come down to the mat, or maybe there's space for you to jump to your seat and bring the legs out in front of you. So shoelace pose. Can you hook the left leg underneath the right, and the right leg steps over, knees are lining up on top of each other. If this is not available for your body, you can come to your cross-legged position like we did at the beginning of class. So looking after the knees, hips and ankles as you need to. Maybe you'll sit up onto your cushion or rolled up towel or block to give the hips a little bit of a lift. You'll feel this deep into the hips, maybe the outsides of the legs and glutes as well. Spine is nice and long. Bend the right elbow, so touch the middle of the back at the top. And then left hand comes to that right elbow. Press the head back into the arm, feeling that stretch into the right armpit. Maybe you stay here, or maybe those left fingertips can circle back behind you to reach for that right hand or right fingertips, taking a bind behind you. Don't force the body if there's not space today. And then you could stay seated. You could keep the bind, or you could release the bind as you fold forwards over the legs. Take 3 or so long and even breaths. Good. When you're ready, coming all the way back up, bring the hands down behind you, fingertips point forwards, press into the feet to lift the hips, ankles are under the knees, front of the body is nice and long, maybe gazing up, or maybe allowing that head to drop back behind you. Glutes are nice and engaged here as you press into your heels. Tuck the chin in towards the chest to come all the way back down. We'll switch to that shoelace pose on the other side. So right leg under left leg comes on top of the right. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe onto your prop. Bend the left elbow, so fingertips reach for the upper middle back. And then right hand comes to the left elbow. Press the head back into the arm. See if you can close down the lower ribs as best as possible. As we breathe, drawing the energy up into the throat. Maybe there's space to reach for a bind, those fingertips reaching back behind you, and the hands might not touch. One side is likely to be different from the other. Stay seated, keep the bind or release the bind as you fold forward. You choose what's best for you, and breathe here. When you're ready, coming all the way up, bring the hands back down behind you. Knees could stay bent as they were before. You might want to lengthen the legs this time. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the hips. Can you press the soles of the feet down into the ground? Gazing up, forwards, or head could drop back behind you. Take a clearing lion's breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth wide as you exhale. Tongue touches the chin. Eyes roll back. Good. Tuck the chin in towards the chest to come all the way down and release down onto your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Have a gentle little rock from side to side. Now you have a couple of options. Your first option is to come to Viparita Karani. We're not using the wall, although you could adjust yourself and get the legs up the wall. You're grabbing hold of your block, your rolled up towel or your cushions to place under the pelvis, really down low under that heavy part of the pelvis. And legs begin to lengthen up in the air. Arms could stay to the sides. They could reach as well towards the sky, softening the shoulder blades onto the ground, or they could relax onto the ground above the head. And see if you can relax the legs a little, allow the legs to drift to hip distance apart, knees can be soft. And you could rest here. If a shoulder stand is already in your practice, feeling free to come into your shoulder stand, especially if there's no neck or shoulder injuries. If there are, stay as you are with the block or cushions under the pelvis. If you're coming into your shoulder stand and joining me there, hands come down towards the side of the body. As you press into the hands, lift the legs, lift the hips using your core and get the legs up above the head. Support the lower back with the hands. Maybe you draw the knees in towards the chest and maybe the legs lengthen up towards the sky. Keep your focus, your gaze up towards the ceiling or at your belly button. Your neck is in a really vulnerable position here, so don't twist the head from side to side. If you're high up onto your shoulders, maybe you can walk the hands further down the back. Maybe you can adjust your elbows a little close towards each other. Squeeze the legs together, spread the toes apart and breathe. Getting that opening in the back of the neck. When you're ready to come down with control, legs release down behind you towards the ground. If the feet don't touch the ground, keep supporting the lower back with the hands. If the feet touch the ground, maybe you clasp the hands together and press the arms down into the ground. Knees could bend towards the ears for a few breaths. And then unclasp the hands if they're hooked, using the strength in your core to slowly roll down the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the legs as close in towards the body as possible, as if you're sliding through a letterbox. If you're resting on your prop, feel free to join us now. We'll take our counter posture of our shoulder stand, our fish pose. A variation, you're going to come up onto your palms and forearms. So you're pressing the arms down into the ground. Palms are down. You could point or flex the feet. Roll the heads of the shoulders back as you draw the heart up towards the sky, gazing up, or maybe the head drops back behind you. Opening through the throat and the chest. You could stay here, or maybe the arms slide a little further away from you. Crown of the head comes onto the ground, or stay as you are. For your full fish posture, palms of the hands come together, fingertips point away from you, the diagonal angle, and maybe the legs lift off the ground as well. It's a little strong, so take it easy. When you're ready to come down, bring the arms back onto the ground, press into the hands, tuck the chin in towards the chest to come all the way back down. Hug the knees in. One last time. And releasing into your Shavasana, laying flat on your back. Good. Can you take a couple of sighs out of the mouth here as you rest on your back? So take a deep inhale through the nose. Long, slow and soft sigh out of the mouth. One more time. Allowing the whole weight of the body to soften onto the ground. Letting go of any tension in the neck, shoulders and the jaw. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. It was a pleasure to guide you through your practice today.